The brand new season of Julie's Top 5 Show starts this Sunday at 6:30 p.m. UK time. You can chat or argue respectfully with me every week live on YouTube during the premiere of each episode. Join me, Tanya and Goldie for episode 1, where we will debate, discuss and decide on the top 5 songs ever from Missy Elliott. Subscribe to the Don't Trust the Internet YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. You are listening to Julie's Top 5 podcast. I'm Julie with my lovely friends. To my left, I have Tom. To my right, I have Samson. And we are going to debate, discuss, and decide on our top 5 black people ever. As you guys already know, this is not an easy task for us to do. We've got honorary mentions. I'm granting everybody one honorary mention that we're going to do at the end.
At the end.
At the end of the list.
Yes.
But the aim today is for us to end up with the 5 most important, amazing,
Why are you
awesome
looking at my list, bro?
black people ever.
Nah, yours.
Why don't I look at your list?
This is going to be funny for so many reasons. Tom, hi.
How you doing?
Would you like to give me your number 5 black person and why, please?
I'm going to go for Jay-Z.
Yo,
Is that
I'm
what man's
telling
on?
you.
Now, I started here because I wanted to start with a bang. I don't have to list these accolades.
Nah, Julie, I feel like punching him in the face.
From being,
This is a violation.
listen to me, please. I'm trying to say, Julie, can you adjudicate?
Sorry,
I'm trying to,
Samson, he needs to tell us why.
yeah. Thank you. So, Jay-Z, you know, Rock Nation, the Power Couple. Lately, anything to do with like the law that any artist or any civilian has been going through with lawyer fees, he just pulls up and he just pays for it. He's now like in every Beyonce video. I'm finding that very, very fantastic. And what he means to hip-hop culture in itself, and he's a living legend, so...
I can't believe you did that, you know. Julie,
Hi, Samson.
you're letting this happen.
There's nothing I can do, but just here, everyone's their own adult.
Should
Everyone's
you
their
go
own
next
person.
or should Samson go
I know,
next, or-
I'm waiting for...
I mean, I don't mind going next.
Hi, Samson,
'cause,
who's your number 5 and why?
Nelson Mandela is my number 5, simply because, you know, he was a pivotal part in ending apartheid. You know, like, yeah? What did Jay-Z do around that time?
He was buying all the V12 engines, isn't it?
Nelson Mandela was in jail
Yeah.
for 27 years
That's fine. I was like...
and came out and led a nation
okay.
and changed the course of history.
My number 5, her name is Beyonce. She's the greatest living entertainer.
None of this matters because of apartheid. But God,
Nelson Mandela's won this round.
100%.
Yeah, he did,
Okay.
he did.
Yeah.
He did.
Okay. Hi, Tom. Who's your number 4 black person and why?
Barack Obama. Big Barack Obama. Purely because of him being the first black president.
Can we get facts, please? Can we get
What
facts?
do you mean, can we get facts? How many black presidents have you seen outside of Africa? What do you mean, what does that mean?
The first black president of the United States
The
of
United
America.
States of America.
Yes.
I think what he managed to achieve in his 8-year presidency, him and his wife represent to the world, to America, the stuff they do, the activism they do outside.
What is that?
What do you mean? What is the activism?
What is that? Phone
yeah.
Akala will load him. Akala will load him now, bro.
Why does everyone reference Akala as that
Because
person?
he's the loadist. If you're not putting in the work, he will
Right.
load you.
Yeah.
Listen, I
true.
pick Obama in it.
All right, cool. So when it comes to reach, this guy has transcended all expectations. He's just a human that can transcend all records. The best sportsman in the world. Michael Jordan. This guy won a three-peat with a dead team.
Okay.
Game 6,
That's,
baby.
that's valid though. I watched a documentary that happened.
Game
Okay,
6,
so,
baby.
So because the guy is a...
You're wearing his shoes.
Because the guy...
You are wearing
No.
his shoes. Put your shoes on.
'Cause-
On a serious note though, Tom, do you really think that Obama is a better black man than Michael Jordan?
100%.
No, he can't be.
100%.
Julie, who's your first?
Oh yeah, sorry, okay.
We got.
Yeah, sorry. My number 4. I'm vexed. I know my number 4 is not going to win, but I'll say it anyway. My number 4 is the youngest Adenuga sibling that exists in my family. His name is Jason. He is a unique man who I love dearly, and he continues every day to show me that life is much more than what we all, us peasants of the world, think it is.
Serious.
Jason has... That's Jamie's slogan. Jason has a view on life that many should take on. He is a simplistic man with great passion and extreme talents.
And what are his policies?
He doesn't, Jason,
Because otherwise, he can get out.
Get out.
Jason doesn't start any wars in other countries.
Michael Jordan didn't do that.
Jason doesn't sell overpriced trainers to people who can't really afford them.
Does Jason sell trainers?
No.
So it doesn't matter
Jason,
then?
No, Jason
He
sells...
doesn't sell trainers,
Jason
period.
sells his art. He's a talented human being who sells his art. You lot are really trying to rub out a young black man from North London for
God bless him.
Obama and Michael
Personally,
Jordan.
How old is he?
Born in 92.
Exactly. So in 20 years, he might make the list. But right now, he can get out. Michael put the whole city of Chicago on the map.
Political history.
His reach is still prominent today.
I'm going to pick Michael Jordan.
Thank you very much.
Simply because I have seen and experienced his impact on the world more than I have Obama's. Round 3, mother effers.
Cool.
Samson, top 5 black people. Who's your number 3 and why?
My number 3 is possibly one of the pivotal names when it comes to the abolition of slavery. Damn. She is a black woman who, through adversity, sheer adversity, used her willpower to lead 300 slaves out of captivity and didn't lose one. My number 3 is Harriet Tubman.
How do you know that Harriet Tubman didn't lose a single slave?
She didn't lose one. Google it.
As if the guy from Google is running like, okay, yeah, she hasn't lost any money
They're
yet.
running with her. They're like, okay, she's good.
Come on,
she's
get
good.
up. She can't lose you. Come on.
She's good. Get out.
It's like, what?
Can't joke about history like
You
this.
can't joke like that.
Tom,
No, sorry.
top 5 black people. Who's your number 3 and why?
This man was the first black man on MTV. The first black man to do an electrifying move that changed the world.
The world.
His music videos were like movies. My third best black person ever. Is Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, MJ, the real MJ.
And he started this from when he was a child.
An absolute little bambino with his brothers and sisters.
Harriet Tubman
Oh my God.
Gosh.
sang songs in code that led slaves away from the white man. And you want to tell me about a moonwalker?
Oh my God.
Okay, but
This
why-
is just on your moral compass.
All right,
If this
all
is how you feel,
All right.
then you
Don't
go
do
for
that,
it.
don't do that,
I
don't
think-
do that.
Can I say
No,
something?
no, we're going to do it. We're going to do it.
Don't
This
do
is black
that.
people
Don't-
ever. This
don't-
isn't black
Can I
people
say
in the last
something?
15,
Don't play a
20
moral
years.
That doesn't devaluate Michael Jackson. That doesn't devaluate.
It's devaluates a word.
Doesn't
Devalues you as a black man.
it doesn't devaluate Michael Jackson's Billie Jean. Billie Jean is still being remixed today.
Yeah, haven't you heard the Billie Jean, Billie Jean?
Without Harriet Tubman, there'll be no Michael Jackson.
That's an insane thing to say.
All right.
just saying.
Since we're gonna get the
Joe
bloodline.
Jackson was probably one of the slaves she took out of the,
Joe
out of
Jackson.
the hood. Joseph Jackson.
I don't think the bloodline of the Jacksons leads back to Harriet Tubman.
I will
Not
say this as
one
well.
person.
Saying that someone wouldn't exist without someone else
Yes.
doesn't take away from what the person actually...
Absolutely
'Cause
not.
if Michael Jackson is a descendant of someone who was freed by Harriet Tubman, he could have woken up that morning and said, I don't even want to do this dancing thing and just do
Exactly.
something else. Because then otherwise, we should just put number 1 person on our list, God.
Michael Jackson's peak. Harriet Tubman freed slaves. So it's just whatever you don't want to do, innit?
My number 3 is, this is a human being that I grew up with in my home. My parents are Nigerian. We grew up with this guy's music because he transcended all cultures, countries, religions. He also was a believer in black people being Africans, which is something that's very, very important to me because I think there's a unity in that a lot of people should implement into their lives a lot more. Yep. His name was Robert Nesta Marley, aka Bob Marley, and he's my 3rd favorite black person of all time.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Bob.
Yes!
Why would you go with Bob?
Because Stone Cold said so.
Michael Jackson is so much more impactful than Bob.
I love Michael Jackson, but I will say Bob Marley united people, black people specifically. Michael Jackson was an entertainer for the whole world, and that's not wrong. There's nothing bad with it. But I have to have Bob Marley in my list because he united black people.
People, period.
It's
He
because
was-
Michael Jackson's white, isn't it?
No,
I'm going with Bob.
thank you.
I'm going with
Bob
Bob.
has won that round. Subscribe to the Don't Trust the Internet YouTube channel and watch the brand new season of Julie's Top 5 show. It is finally here, even though 2020 us. Make sure you subscribe to the Don't Trust the Internet YouTube channel and watch the brand new season of Julie's Top 5 show. I'll be watching and chatting with you live every week during the premiere of each episode, so you can tell me exactly how you feel about all of my wonderful opinions and hot takes. Make sure you follow Don't Trust the Internet on Instagram and Twitter. Tom, this is Top 5 Black People, your number 2.
So, guys, I'm going to keep it nice and short, nice and sweet.
Okay.
So, Civil Rights Movement, Martin Luther King. This man, if I can actually say, without him and the manifesto he created, I literally feel like black people, even though it was in America, I would say everywhere, wouldn't have civil rights.
It's going to be hard to come against.
And personally, I do feel like his non-violent protest worked very hand in hand with Malcolm X's violent protest. But in terms of the manifesto, in terms of what black people wanted, his one was much more impactful for me.
All right, top 5 black people. My number 2, this guy's a genius. I am a huge fan of skill and talent over anything. I know a lot of us have grown up in the reality TV world or whatever, but you see people that are truly talented. They actually have a skill that cannot be recreated. To me, they are like a gem. They're untouchable. You can't mess with them. They're unreal. And this guy is an actual genius. My favorite comedian ever, Dave Chappelle.
That's not being Martin Luther King. As much as I love Dave, it's just not gonna.
I know, but
would never trump him.
It's my number 2. It's my number 2.
That's your number 2.
If you had loaded Dave Chappelle 4 or 5, you might have had an argument. Like, in terms of like, as a comedian.
He's a genius. He's unreal.
He's an absolute genius, bruv.
He's more than a comedian.
But black people ever?
Yeah, Dave Chappelle.
I'm sorry.
Samson, who's yours? Number 2, and why?
My number 2 is also, if it wasn't for this man,
Is he picking Malcolm X?
I guess if he doesn't pick one of my number 1, innit?
I gotta go for Malcolm. Don't get it twisted. I understand Martin Luther King's methods and policies, and I understand his movement. But it gets to a point.
Yep.
The reason why I love Malcolm X was because he put pressure on their necks. Malcolm X's policy was, we take. If they're not going to give us equality, we take. Do you understand?
I don't know.
And I think that's one of the.
How did that work?
How did it work for Martin Luther King?
No, how did it work?
And he cheated. Martin Luther King cheated on his black wife.
Whoa.
He did. Malcolm, also had his transgressions. He was a drug addict. So for you to become a drug addict, go to jail, reform your whole life, right? Mm-hmm. We can't take that away from him.
So guys, speeches.
Is this what you're on there?
Top 5 speeches in the world.
Nah, I'd say top 1. I don't know any
top
other
1.
speech.
It's a mad speech. It's a mad speech.
He will be there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Martin's
So
speech is mad.
to me, Martin wins that. He was the leader of that whole movement. And I know I should win this.
I don't want to pit these two people against each other. But also, I don't think Dave Chappelle would put himself over either of them. So I'm inclined to go with Martin Luther King.
Thank you very much, Julie.
Oh my gosh, it's time.
This is wild.
Top 5 black people ever. Number 1. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Samson, who's your number 1 black person of all time?
El Shaddai. Elohim.
You're picking Jesus.
Jehovah.
You're picking God.
I'm picking God.
Oh my God.
How do you know God is black?
He's black. It's fact. It's fact.
You're talking about
Samson
Jesus. Or you're
picked
talking
God.
It's like Jesus Christ, number 1.
That's
is
not
my number
fair,
1.
man.
God's not a person. This is black people. We have to remove God from the list.
We have to remove God.
Yes.
All right, can I pick mine then?
Who is your number 1 black person, Tom?
So this human being showed me that it's possible. I don't think one person should be able to achieve this much stuff, but he has. And he's broken so many records and he started so young. I think when he was 16, Eddie Murphy.
Oh.
I think that is one of the best black people ever. From no bit, he was in Shrek. He did flipping Nutty Professor. He did Dr. Dolittle. He is fantastic. And in terms of what I want to do in life, that is a model career for me. Come at me.
Samson, no, you come now. You've had time to.
Since I can't have
No.
Since I can't have
El Shaddai. I'm going to go with Muhammad Ali.
That is good.
Politically, someone who is a clear definition of standing your ground, believe in what you believe in, no matter what anyone says, no matter any type of criticism, any type of reprimand, and still be the best in your field.
Got knocked out a couple of times. So we can bring up facts.
This man was drafted into the army and chose to rather go to jail than fight against a people that had done nothing to him. He inspired a whole generation. You ask kids today, do you know Muhammad Ali? They'll say yes.
My number 1 is genuinely the greatest black person of all time. He lived in a world that wasn't made for him, as do all black people, to be fair. Mm-hmm. But he still managed to accomplish more than any black man has accomplished. Mm? His name is Michael Jackson.
That was good. Okay, it's clear Muhammad Ali ain't going to get a look in.
Michael Jackson never cheated. I love Eddie Murphy. Mm. If I have to pick between the two, I'm picking Michael Jackson.
And I'm gonna have to agree. With a side note, say is that we're really, of all black people in the world, we have put Michael Jackson before Martin Luther King. So that's cool. It's a minor, innit? But that's where we are.
So our final list, guys. The top 5 black people ever. At number 5, Nelson Mandela, rest in peace. Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Robert Nesta Marley, rest in peace.
Yes.
Martin Luther King, rest in peace.
Wow.
Michael Jackson, rest in peace. Wow.
Wow, they were there.
Mad.
Bruh. I didn't even realise that. Oh, yes, let's do honourable mentions.
My honourable mention is a black woman who led a movement without the permission or without adhering to any rules or laws from her husband, who was more about peace. I gotta go with Winnie Mandela, man.
Again, personal to me.
Okay.
I think this is the best African player, DJ Drogba.
DJ Drogba.
DDA.
Oh,
DDA.
he said DJ Drogba.
DJ.
Pull it.
Go.
Yes, and what he meant for Ivorians, me being an Ivorian, he stopped a civil war, literally. And what he does back home is like, in terms of his philanthropy, is insane. He created this beer that the country know and love, but all of his proceeds go towards like back into the country.
Okay.
He's one of the best black men, and he's an honorary mention for me.
My honorary mention is a human being who, he's a representation of the fact that black people are not just one thing. I love what he stands for, and I love what he inspires others to be. I love that he is himself no matter what the outside dictates to him. It's Tyler, the Creator.
All right, Julie, thanks for having us, yeah? This was lit.
This was lit.
What the hell?
Tyler, the Creator.
Tyler, the Creator. I think he's a wonderful human being.
Harriet Tubman will be ashamed.
Tom, thank you.
Thank
Samson,
you.
thank you. Let's not keep talking unless we don't want to change it. Yeah, bye.